Hello, everybody, and welcome to round three of the Porsche 992 Euro Series, hosted by Sim Racing Online. And yep, you guessed it. If you can see by the track today, it is wet. This is going to be some kind of a battle today. We have a great race for you today. There's the top 10 are all within 20 points of each other. We have a virtual tie for the lead. Uh, Let me get you a look at that here. So if you can see by looking at this, the top two are tied, and then 3 points back is Kale with Barrett Erickson tied, 3 points back from him. They're literally within, after there's 40 points for the first place. And then you have Johnny Gutierrez, Bad Voices Racing, and Barrett Erickson, Bad Voices, both in fourth and fifth, and Johnny in a tie in fifth with Jonas there. And then Vandergeest just some 2 points back of them. So after that, you have Robin Taylor, who is Black Cat Motorsports teammate of Nick Westy, winner of round one, who is tied for the first. So the top of the leaderboards are looking really good. And with points on the line today, it's going to be quite the battle. So the guys are just finishing up practice. This is going to be 60 minutes. Here we are in round three, and you can see the rain is coming down, so it's going to be a battle today. Who knows what's going to happen with tires? Race management is going to be key as we are just finishing up P1 here, getting ready to go into quali. I believe there's about 3 minutes left in this session. Let's take a look around the track, see if we can see anybody out there, get them in their practice laps. Here is Westy, tied for the lead, with a great job by Neil Wood, who has found himself from sixth place and a fourth place to actually put him in a tie for the lead. So Woody will be battling today for that lead spot. What else we got here? Who else can we find? I'll give you some names here. You can get familiar with their cars. Andres. Jason Whitted up. That's Andre to that number 66. Let's go down the list here. Who else we got? Guys are in the fifth. Ben. Ed Jones, another Bad Voice Racing teammate. So the teams are really in competition here. A little bit shorter field today. I know it's a busy weekend for a lot of folks around the world, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm glad you're joining us today to see how this unfolds. I don't know how the racing is going to be and how the rain is going to stay. But you can see, it doesn't look like rain is falling at the moment. But it's definitely a wet track, so we are in for a real treat today. Let's see. Johnny Gutierrez in that all-black stealth car. The numberless alien. Yeah, you can see some rain falling now as he dodges it into the pits. Like I said, these guys are getting ready out recon laps here just before the session changes. Here at iconic Silverstone. I see so a lot of the guys are joining now, so we're getting a little bit of join lag as the rest of the field comes in. Let's see if we can find a good spot here to watch from while the rest of the field loads and we'll get ready for quali. Got the iconic Silverstone. Try to get my bearings here. Where are we? Is that? There we go. Are they changing the session on me? Looks like it. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we are getting ready to go into quali. So with no further ado, I am going to turn on the qualifying boxes. We are going to pick a driver or two to watch here. See who's heading out first. There we go. So Kale, looks like he's getting in line there, about third out. The rest of them come. It'll be interesting to see how much rain is actually coming down here. Give yourself a good idea there of what it's going to be like for these guys. Woo. As he heads through the farm where my glasses here. All right, so we can see them heading out. Let's get that. Is that Westy out front of this group? Let's check it out. I believe it is. Yep, there he is. Okay. He's first in line. We might as well give him a first run as they get ready on their outlap here. Going through Copes, getting ready to head through Maggots and Beckett's, I believe, for the first time. In the rain. Look at that. Holy smokes. Or was he? He's way past Beckett's, isn't he? Ah. Trying to get my map here. Yeah, there we go. I think we were right. I think I was right. It's heading down the hangar straight now. Good. Hard braking into Stowe. Hit that Stowe just right with the shifting. Kane here. Get himself ready for a time lap. Let's see what we got here. That looks a little wet as he comes to the club and crosses the line to start his first timed lap. Here we go. Keeping it into Abbey with that speed, with that rain, it's going to be tough, man. See how much these guys are going to push it to be able to stay on the track. Takes the loop. Getting ready to go down to Wellington Straight. Down the gears. Into Brooklands. Woodcote. Let's take a look how he hits Coops. Woo. Oh boy. He's got that engine humming now. Down to fourth. Staying on it, being cautious. A little counter steer. Nicely done. He heads into Maggot. Oh, a little sideways. Does he lose it? Oh, nice save. This is going to be a real test today. Wow. This is going to be something. If this rain continues, I tell you, it looks like it's even getting heavier. And, you know, what would Silverstone be without rain? Come on. Look at that track. He is just pushing that thing, hanging on. Through the valve. And here we go, our first time lap of the race. Of course, it's purple because he has set the first time, and there it is. Our first time of the day. Get it up there for you. 2:16. All right, let's check on Mateo, who is right behind him. 053. Gutierrez. Johnny's going to come across the line now. Get a little bit of an off. Oh, and he pulls it in, so he's giving up on that lap. So Gutierrez is going to regroup for another. What else do we got out here? Let's check out Barrett, Erickson, Bad Voices. Green and green at the sectors 1 through 2. With a 2:18, so some 2 seconds off the pace. So Westy getting outbested by Sybil. Let's see what that was, a ripper of a lap, but not by much. 0.941 Wow. And then Dentella is some half second off with Graf right there with him, a half second. And Pappas another almost full second behind. There's some really, really good stuff going on here. Let's see. Johnny heading back out. Johnny's back out on his out lap. Okay, we'll catch up with him in a minute. Let's get a look at Andres. Andres takes the pole now with a 2:16.4. See if he can try and better that. He's yellow in sector 1, so nope, he's not going to do it. Let's see if Westy has anything to come back on. Ooh, Westy purple in sector 1, but yellow in sector 2, so. Get close to see what this one does. Oh, we got a little pause there. Someone else joined. They're starting to get in here. We got 19 signed up for today, and 16 are in the server, so we might have a couple more joins here in a minute. But that did not help. He's starting a new lap here. But let's check out Cahill. He's in the pits. Trius in the pit. Woody's out on one. He's yellow and yellow. And he is some 1.1 off Siebel's time. Look at these guys as they're sliding it in. And this rain is something else, I tell you. So let's check out Koch. Where is Mr. Koch? There he is, Arnold. So good lap starter there. Green in sector 1. Green in sector 2, so it's going to be a good lap for him, personally. He's currently in 15th. See if he can better himself. Anybody pushing the top there as we are getting down to the halfway with 6 minutes left. Let's take a look as he comes across. Slide it all the way. The 2:22, okay. That just shows you how nasty it is out there. Let's check out Vander Geest, our racing legend, host, Vander. On his out lap. Let's see. Is Johnny ahead of him? We might want to check with Johnny. He should be about ready to start a time lap. Here we go. Yeah, he's in sector 1. We'll get back to Vander Geest here. It's Gutierrez, who is one of the top 5. Push it. Look at that car. Just how tricky this is. These guys just have to be so careful through here. Oh, he gets out of traffic in his way. Puts his way through. He still maintains green in sector 2. He's heading into Stowe. Third gear. Oh, maintaining that. Wow. This is really going to be something. So he takes the kink here. Come on through the Hamilton straight. Get on the gas. Let's see what you can do, Johnny. Currently in 14th. Let's see what he can do. A 117. Bumps himself up into 5th. Well done. Okay, as promised, let's get back to Van der Geest. Just getting on a ripper here. Let's see where we're at here with him. Wow, these guys are just got to tiptoe through a lot of these places here. Look at the slippery. All right, as he heads into the cup, 4th gear, hitting it pretty good, keeping it on the track. Nice job. And Maggots and Beckett. Let's get the external view of that. Nice job getting a little bit of curb. Car looks really good. Nice and planted through there. Not on pace with the leaders, as not even with his best lap as he's yellow, but still, this is challenging conditions here, as the top 3 have not changed. And yellow in sector 2 for Van der Geest. Here he comes across the line. Let's see what he can do. 2:18, 1:29. Not too bad. He really poured it on there at the end there, putting him in 8th position. Not too bad. It's in striking distance. Let's see what else we got going on here. Is Andres is on a ripper. Let's see if he can. He's trying to best his lap. So let's watch our leader again here. Let's get an inside view. Oh, he's lost it a little bit on that one. Heading through Maggots and Beckett's complex. He too looks really planted through there. Really good, holding that pole position. Coming out of there. Hanging on to it. Oh, and he's still in that lap. Okay. Definitely wasn't it. It looks like Graf has... Oh, he's coming in too, but he has just bested Westy's time by some 9/4 of a hundredths. So Westy's in the pits. Gutierrez still out there. Gutierrez losing it. Wow, what treacherous conditions for these guys, man. This is going to be hardcore. All right. Mr. Cartwright, we haven't looked at him today. Let's take a look at Mr. Cartwright here. That 98 gray livery. Currently in 8th. Durandrig's jumped himself up a little bit. Who else is out on the track? These guys are content to park it with this rain. I don't blame them. So we got Sybil, Graff, and Westy, the top 3. There's only, three cars out on track right now. Right, coming through Bailey, however you're supposed to pronounce it. In the club, let's got Green in sector 2, so he had a great second sector. Let's see if he can bump himself up a little bit. Currently in 8th, so 1.3 off. And a 117.8 keeps him in position. Looks like Taylor gave up on his lap too. The only one out on the track right now is Cartwright. Targeting that 216 set by Siebel. Andres with a brilliant lap. Looks like he was quickest of all in Sector 2. The 6.227. And I believe that's it. I think we are done. So, that's going to be your starting order right there. We are going to set the grid, if I can find the button. All right. Now we are set as we are getting ready to head into warm-up. Wow, what a session. These guys are going to be up or hopefully they'll be up for this battle in the rain. What a treacherous event this is going to be. Okay, once again, let's take a look at these points. I want to get you guys a reminder that the tie for the top at 56 points apiece between Woody and Westy, and then Kale just some 3 points off, and Erickson, Bad Voices Racing, just 3 points behind him, followed by a tie for 5th with Gutierrez and Jonas, some 2 points back of Erickson. Just some 8 points off the lead. As you can see, the top 10 all the way down to Mateo, they're all within 20 points. And 40 points awarded for first place. So, I mean, in these conditions, anything can happen. You just don't know as the 5-minute warm-up has begun. So with that, if you missed any of the action in the other rounds, it was quite exciting with Westy taking Monaco. And then at Red Bull, he's in pretty good shape, but he had an accident, wiped him out. And consistent Mr. Wood, who finished 6th at Monaco but got a 4th place last week, gave him enough points to tie for that lead. So that's how we got to the tie. And the rest of the field battling out here. And this will be the halfway point to the season, a 6-race season, as we can say. Have a look here. What's up next will be a Hungaroring in 2 weeks on the 6th of August. That should be something. But first, they have to get through the twisty, wet, windy Silverstone. I mean, what would Silverstone be without rain? All you local Euros know that this is just a normal day at Silverstone, so what more could you expect? All right, 16 drivers showed up today. 3 are missing. Well, like I said, it's a busy weekend here in the real world, so everybody's got real life stuff to do, so can't make it to every race. It's a great thing, Sim Racing Online. You can sign up for the series. You can sign up individually for races. You can jump in whenever you want. It's always free, run by donations. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you're sticking it out here with me in the rain. Appreciate you hanging out with us today, as we are just about 2 minutes away from the start, which is going to be really hectic and hard to keep up with. I can tell you right now, being a one-man army with no spotter, I gotta rely on the Live Racers track map, which is shaky at best, as it keeps buffering and refreshing, and some of the times it's 3 to 5 seconds difference from what the live action we're watching is here. Let's take a look around Silverstone. Let's check out some of the other parts of the track here. Yes. Let's watch this car come through. That spray is woody. I'm going to kill the name tags for now. Team Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Stuff. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of yellows today. This looks like the, is this the main straight? I think it is. Or is that Wellington? I don't know. Be nice if these track cams gave you the name of the corner they were on. I am just lost, but you can be lost with me. Some of you probably know just by looking at them what these turns are. I'm just going through them. Getting down to 30 seconds to go. And the rain continues to fall and warm up. So, there we go. That, to me, kind of looks like the Wellington Straight going into Brooklands. Not sure, though. Guess is as good as mine. Well, we know what that is. That looks like Beckett's Maggots. All right, that's going to be it for warm-up, as we are going to be ready for the start. Look at that rain. Let's wait for the session to change here. Get a look at who's where and what. Here is your starting order. There's Andres, Teal, and Nick. The top three, Johnny Kiers, getting that fourth spot on the podium. As we go to the action. Who's going to jump out on track first? Here we go, as the grid begins to fill. Let's take a look from about fourth back. I am going to start it over here a minute. I want to get a little bit of, there we go, replay time. In case we have a big accident, I might be able to get back to the start here. All right, we are going to focus on third place for this start. 16 brave drivers getting ready to risk it all in the rain here. There we go. Let's go. I'm going to keep the tower off for the first lap or two because it creates a lot of lag. And the formation lap has begun. One form lap, and I believe they come back and park in their spots. Here's you get a good look at who's in what. So there we can recognize your favorite drivers. We'll jump to the back here. Get a look at everybody coming through. There's another Bad Voices Racing driver, Ed Jones and Stephen Wenham bringing up the rear. Piece in that 52. Woody, tied for the lead, starting in 7th. Needs to put in another consistent, or maybe that might have been his. Yeah, he's a consistent race. Keep him up there in the top 3. You never know. A look at Kale, Andres. There's Cartwright in 9th. Mateo. Wow, the rain just continues. Take a look at this. Wow, the visibility is going to be something else as we ride along with Mateo here. Man, holy smokes. Haha. As they're getting around, coming through Vale, V-A-L-E, however the heck you're supposed to call it, into club, getting ready down the Hanger Straight, the Hamilton Straight, pardon me, for the start. All right, I am going to turn off the labels as we get ready for this. For the horns. Drivers are in position. Might not be here we go. Might not. And we're up, and we're not off. Oh, replay. Right, I have. There we go. And it looks like Westy going to the inside, trying to make a move. On Andres, holding it off. At the rear, Andres keeps it out in front. Looking at the group from here, we can see everybody's taking it in. Let's jump back to the back. We got some action in the back. What's going on back there? We got a spin. Is that Parpoff? Oh, Demetrius goes around. Barrett clams on the brakes. Lots of action in the wet here. So got rejoining. There's your tail end coming up. Vanderkees. Misfortune of that lead. Oh, and another spin right there. As Cartwright puts it sideways. Meanwhile, up front, Andres and Westy are battling already. Got right behind. Oh, and they're keeping it clean. Wow, what kind of action do we have back there? They're battling down through Woodcote for the first time into Capote. Get ready to go through Maggots. Look at that rain. Oh my gosh. They've sorted themselves out. Let's take a look in the back here. Well, these guys are going to get down to the Hanger Straight. Let's take a look in the back. Let's check in with Whithead. Jones and Cartwright in the rear with Summers. There is Vandergeest picking up a spot. Okay, back up to 6th place, Woody. Johnny, so here we go. Here is our order. Let's bring up the tower now. And we'll bring up the racing boxes. There we go. So this will give us a little info of what's going on. City Team Dr. Pepper. Let's check out Mateo in this battle. Johnny putting the pressure on him. And Kale giving Andres a little bit of a run for his money. Let's see if we can get a look from behind here. There's what I'm looking for, the rear view. That's Mateo and Johnny back there. What else we got? Let's check the back half here. In 12, Stefan Winham. There's your 10 through 15, 14, all bunched up together right there. That Cartwright and Summers behind them. Then checking up on Johnny here. There's Gutierrez putting the pressure on Mateo. Sticking right with him there. The top three are kind of spread out, giving themselves plenty of room in this rain-drenched Silverstone. Meanwhile, back in the back here, we got Jones, Cartwright, Vandergeest, Wenham, all battling for those points. Cartwright goes to the inside of Jones. Jones just kind of lets him through. I think Jones has a plan. He's always, he'll be there at the end. He will be finishing. Tom Vandergeest. That pressure on Wenham. All right, back up to the pointy end. They come. Head through farm. Getting ready to hit the loop. Check out how slippery the loop is here. First gear. As Wesley has gotten the lead now. Andres. Sorry we missed that pass. But Andres is not going to mess around with this. He's going to stick right with him. Kale waiting to see if he can pick up the scraps. Wesley gets a little sideways. Good stuff. Andres just putting his foot down. There is your first place, second place. Back to third. All within a second. Top three. And then we have the Mateo and Johnny Gutierrez battle right here. And it looks like they're bunching up back here. Let's get Jason Whitted, Erickson, and Demetrios battling here. Jason Taylor, Black Cat Motorsports teammate to Westy, is Taylor, holding that 8th spot. And then we also have a battle going on back here for 13th, Cartwright and Winham. Apologize for butchering everybody's name, but what did I do? Oh, he's looking to the outside. He's pinging right with him. This could be a good move right here. Wenham fending off. Cartwright looking for a way. It looks like he's got him. Has he got him on the outside? He goes, he does it. Wenham gives him the spot wisely to keep his car on the track. Nice job by Mr. Cartwright there getting that pass, jumping him up into 13th. Meanwhile, 5th place, Gutierrez. Trying to stick with Mateo there. These top 6 are all in it. And Woody's got himself up into 6th place now. That Dr. Pepper livery. Westy starting to stretch his legs a little bit. Now he is one of the favorites. He did have a, oh, was that, somebody had an off back there. Who was that? Comes to Taylor, Whitehead, Erickson. This battle in the mid-pack here is really good. Look at these cars. Oh, when it gets a little bit loose, Erickson tries to take advantage. These guys just hanging on, white knuckling it every lap. We've hit the first 10 minutes, and I'm telling you, there's lots of action. Bucci's just all over Erickson. Dimitrios keeping the pressure on. This is a tight little battle here. Erickson's got himself sandwiched there, trying to keep the pressure on Jason. As Dimitrios looks on the inside, taking a peek. There's from Dimitrios' cockpit view. They come into the tight. Into club. Down the Hamilton straight. Could be a Hamilton straight at the end of the turn here at Abbey. Could be a spot for a possible overtake. Not quite close enough though. I think you guys are content at this point just to get through. All right, let's check the pointy end here. We got this battle for a second. Looks like Andres might be struggling because Kale's got the pressure to him right now. He is putting it to him. Uh-oh, we got a yellow in sector 1. Who is it? Your guess is as good as mine. I can't see anything. Where's Gutierrez? And this, okay, Johnny's still in 5th. What happened to Woody? Okay, Woody's right back there. So this group battling within that top 5, all staying within 5 to 6 seconds of Westy. Westy showing his skills in the rain, ability to cut that 4-second lead now on Andres. Him out front here, you can see the gap. Look at that. So the chasers, Westy gets away. Here come the chasers. Hale really putting a good race together here, challenging for second now. Andres has his hands full as he's defending beautifully. Kyle looks to the inside. Andres shuts the door. With Datella and Gutierrez are just waiting in the back for a mistake. Trying to stay steady. All right. Let's jump to this back battle here. We got a battle for 10th place between Vandergeest and Whitney. Vandergeest looking to the inside. Jason beautifully defending. Vandergeest putting the pressure on. These guys are This is taking every ounce of skill these guys have to keep this thing going. Oh, as Jason puts it off in the grass, this could be Van der Geest's chance. Although it's still set up for the tight right-hander here. Van der Geest gets the spot, and he takes it. Oh, Jason, just that little bit of an off. And again, Van der Geest holding this. Jason coming back on the inside. He's looking to get it back. Ah, nice move by Van der Geest. They're heading into Brooklands. Jason looking to the inside. I think Van der Geest holding. It's got to be tough to lead here with all the rain. Cartwright catching up behind. So Van der Geest moved himself up into 10th. A nice move. Let's check the pointy end again because this battle for second. Andres still putting up a great defense. It's Cale and Mateo and Johnny all just sitting back waiting for this one to develop. Let's not forget about what's going on in the tail end. Here is Summers. It's currently in 16th. He's some 4 seconds behind Wynnum. So there is Wynnum right there. You can kind of get an idea of how that gap is. These guys are battling out from the tail end. As Jones finds himself comfortably there in 14th, staying out of trouble. And Erickson, with that rough rub on the beginning laps, really has to do a lot of makeup for this race. So that's unfortunate he got caught up in all that. And then here comes that Cartwright and Whitehead. There's a battle here for 11. All right. And we also have a battle here. Gutierrez is trying to put a little pressure on Mateo. Let's see what happens. So look, Johnny. I'm sure these guys are on the wets, and I wonder if the wets are going to hold up for the 60 minutes. So these guys might have to stop for tires. I don't know. We shall see. All right, as Mateo's got to stretch his legs a little bit here. And let's see. What happened to Van der Geest? He's still back there. Let's go for the battle for 9th and 10th. It gets a little tight in here. It's Koch going to look at Demetrius defending. Excuse me. Demetrios getting a mirror full of Arnold. Up on the curb a little bit. Looks like they're coming out of Brooklands there. Woodcock. Woo. All right. And just behind them, the battle for 11th with Jason defending Cartwright. Lots of action up and down the grid here. Could he have a go? Looks like he's looking to the inside. Oh, as he hits the grass, he takes off with the grass, and Cartwright's going to get the spot. Is Jason going to lose 2 spots as he regains the track safely? Excuse me. Erickson licking his chops back there. See what's going on there from Erickson's point of view. You can see him fighting in front of him. And get a spot. Wow. Heading into Stowe. Right. Meanwhile, towards the pointy end, they got battle. The top, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all staying pretty tight, with Woody just kind of hanging a little bit back. And then Westy out front. Westy's, well, he's got that 4-second gap. Andres is keeping it right around 4 seconds, so he's not really losing a gap, but let's see. You can see him coming in behind him there. So the group staying behind Westy. So Westy, if Westy keeps his self in order, be able to walk away with this if he can just keep pace and not make any mistakes. Look back to the second, third, fourth, and fifth, all really tight. Oh, McHale's had a little bit of off. He's going to give up. Did Johnny get the spot? Johnny gets the spot. Johnny taking over as Hale just caught a little too much curb there. Moving Johnny up into fourth. Might be able to start putting a little pressure on the podium now. It's Mateo holding that third spot, but as you can see, he's less than a second behind. That's unfortunate for Graf. Just a little bit too much in the grass there. Meanwhile, the battle for Vandergeest in 10th place is going to looking for another spot as he comes up on Arnold. This is the battle between Vandergeest and Coach for 9th place. It's Cox gets a little bit of curb there. Vandergeest all over him. Hang on to it, fellas. That's got to be tough. And back on the gas. Down the hanger straight. It's pretty tight right there. Vandergeest's going to find a way. It looks like perhaps the rain might have stopped. I don't see any rain falling, so we'll see what happens here. If this track starts to get a dry line, as Koch has a little bit of tail air, which gives Vandergeest a spot. He's got a nose on him. They're heading down the main straight. Back to Hamilton, and it looks like Vandergeest has taken that spot, moving himself up into 9th. Nice job. Arnold's staying right with him, though. If you got anything to come back on him with. Oh, he looks to the inside. Vandergeest keeping the line safe. Well done. Nice racing back there, guys. That was some good stuff. As you can see, 8th place up there. Few seconds gap. Meanwhile, up here, the Gutierrez battle for the podium. As Johnny's having a look at Mateo. Beckett and Beckett. Just open this baby up on the hanger straight once they get through. And Johnny gets a little sideways. Coming down to it. Nicely done. Let's check on the mid-pack. It looks like Whitehead and Erickson. Erickson has gotten through to 12th. Gained himself another spot. Tries to work his way back. Lots of points up for grabs in these races, so you just got to finish. As Erickson finds himself back there. We got Summers back here still bringing up the tail end. Dr. Pepper teammate to Woody. Let's check on Woody. He's at 6th place. He's got the gap in front and the gap to back, so he's 5 seconds off. But I think behind him, Taylor hit. Yeah, so there you have 7th and 6th. Meanwhile, Koch still trying to keep Vandergeest honest. As the rain has stopped, and we missed a pass for Johnny. Johnny and Mattia, they're going for this is for 3rd place. Johnny's on the inside, it's looking tight. Let's get this out of the way. Johnny maintains the spot as the track starts to dry out. Excuse me. Gutierrez moves himself up into 3rd. Mateo. We just caught the end. Mateo's in trouble. He's off in the grass. He's going to give up another spot. So Mateo dropping him down to 5th now. Mateo takes that 4th spot. As the track dries out, I'm thinking these tires are getting tired. So, nice racing there. Gutierrez, Mateo, and Mateo. As you can see, Westy up there driving away with it. See if something happens towards the end with tires. Westy's got this in the bag if he can stay mistake free. Here we are. Here's who we're looking at. Really good stuff in there. Looks like Koch and Vandergeest are still duking it out. So Koch looking for a way around. He's trying to get that spot. They are nose to tail. As you can see, the rain has stopped. So really curious as to what's going to happen with tires now that, doesn't mean the rain's not going to start up again, but holy smokes, these guys are running on cooked tires as we're getting close to, we're 25 minutes in. So as long as the track's nice and wet and they're on wet, they can get him blessed. Oh, as we can see, somebody's already coming in. Already, Vandergeest is coming in. He's making the choice. So he's going for the undercut. He gets some rubber on there, get himself out. All right, that moves Taylor up into 7th. Demetrios into 8th. Caution to 9th. Cartwright. It looks like Ericsson's pitting too. So this could be a good move for Ericsson as he had that trouble in the beginning. Let's see where they come out as this develops. So they are going to be on fresh rubber perhaps for the rest of the race. Maybe they're even going to dry this because it looks like, I can't tell for sure, but it almost looks like the sun is coming out. Okay, Vandergeest is coming out. Get back to him and see. He's in 13th. I think that's 14th going by him now. Nope, 12th. So he's coming out just behind Jones in 12th. And let's see where Jones's teammate Ericsson. Of course, Jones is going to be on worn tires. Vandergeest on fresh tires. I wonder what kind of tire. As Jones goes wide, and Vandergeest is going to get the spot. As Jones is on those tired tires. And here comes Ericsson out in 14th. So he's going to have fresh rubber to go too, as he's some 5 seconds behind Jones, his teammate. Runs into that. Meanwhile, up at the pointy end, here is Gutierrez, Dibble, and Westy way out front. Any other takers on tires? Let's see if I can bring this up. So there you can see the pit stops. Ericsson with 1 and Vandergeest with 1. Although Vandergeest hasn't registered yet, so I'm not worried about that. Let's see if I'm looking for any other battles I got going on here. Let's check out. This is a pretty good gap here. So 10th place, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So if we're looking at now. And Andres is on a ripper over lap. Looking at live timing. He's on one of his fastest laps. He's actually purple in Sector 3 on his last lap. That gap. And then now let's get back to this 10th spot. Koch, Cartwright, and Demetrios with Taylor from 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Half a second gap there. We got more takers. We got Wyndham in the pits. and Jones both in the pits. So 2 more takers for tires as we get back to the mid-pack battle here. Here is Mateo after that slide off, trying to keep his composure. These guys have got to be thinking about tires at this point in time. We've had 4 takers so far. And out front, let's check out Westy's gap now. It's only 2.62 after Andreas put that hot lap in. He had a really ripper of a lap. But then Westy counters with his best of 2:18.5 on his lap of the race. However, that gap has gone from 4 to 2 seconds, so 2.5. So Westy perhaps feeling the effects of that rubber. Let's get a look from Westy. Here we go from Andres' gap has tightened up. Wenham's still in the pits. Nicely done. We have a little bit of a battle here for 7th. It's Demetrios looking to put the pressure on. As we are coming up on halfway, the rain has stopped. And it looks like Koch from 10th has pitted from 10th place as well. So we got another taker on tires. Okay, Wyndham and Koch still in there. Meanwhile, the battle for 7th. That gap there. Koch still in the pits. Let's check Odier's third. Got a little bit of a gap between Kale and Mateo. Now they're content to stay on the tires they're on. Be curious to see what goes on here. And it looks like Ericsson and Vandergeest, who both pitted, about a 10-second gap between the two. And that's about the times of the difference of the pit stop. So Ericsson finding himself now in 12th. Vandergeest in 11th after the stop. I'm curious to see what happens with the rest of these guys. They need that rubber coming in, which I'm sure they will. We jump back up to 5th place Mateo. Trying to chase down the 4th and 3rd place. It's Gutierrez holding fast there. Let's check the gap now to the lead. You can check him right up there. 2 seconds. Koch still in the pits. I wonder if he had damage to repair. As Andre's kind of taking it slow there, jumping a little curb. You can see double the 2:17.8 just set the new best lap time, so he is putting it to Westy now. This could shake out to be really interesting towards the end here. See what happens with the rubber, though. This could be the key element. Let's jump back here to the battle for 7th. It looks like Demetrius is going to put the pressure to him, as the track is definitely getting a nice dry line now. Just about to see it start to form, and I see blue skies. The sun might come out to make it very interesting. Those early pitters could have an advantage. Right, like Vandergeest has caught 10th place again. He's back to 11th, so what's the gap? So just a second and a half. And Jason on old tires, I don't think he's going to stand a chance. I think Vandergeest is going to come and get this right now. He's going to jump himself, and he takes it right there as I speak. Right into 10th place on that fresh rubber, really paying off. As Cartwright now from 10th pulls into the pits. So Cartwright now pitting. He's putting some tires on. Let's check out Westy. Back to the lead where it's down to just under 2 seconds. So Westy's going a little wide there. Definitely feeling the pressure now. With Andres putting those lap after lap of quick laps in, has really closed this gap down. Really could make this a tight battle here. Now it's 1.5, so he is gaining sector by sector. That gap comes down. You're looking at Heading into Stowe. Look at him close up. Oh, it's only a matter of time. Is City going to pit? Nobody's going to pit. Nope, neither one of them taking the pit. That's the gap. Closing and closing. A little bit of sprinkles coming down now. I got the wipers back on. 1.2, so he's knocking 3 or 4 tenths per lap off at this pace. He's going to catch him in a lap or two. That. Well, back in 5th place, another battle here for 5th as Mateo has regrouped himself and he's trying to come back on Cal. We also have Taylor and Demetrius back in 7th and 8th. We're having a good battle. Let's see what happens. Mateo a little bit sideways. Whose tires are going to wear out first? As we are now well into halfway with 26 minutes left. Let's check the battle for 10th and 11th. We're going to jump back a couple as Jason and Cartwright duking it out with Ericsson, closing in on the 2 of these guys. If Ericsson gets any luck, besides bad luck, he might be able to close in and get this top 10 as Jason's coming in for the pits. Okay, so Whitted is coming in to get tires. Nice move. Smart, I believe. So he'll be getting tires. Gives it up. That moves Ericsson up a spot. Taylor and Demetrius right on his tail. So top 7 here. It's up for grabs. So these guys are going to be coming in from rubber, I would assume, as well. It's Koch just putting it to him. I believe Koch already pitted, so he's on that fresh rubber, so he's going to get this spot. Taylor should just probably let him go without a fight because he doesn't want to crash. As the rain starts to come down again, we are seeing more rain. So perhaps anybody putting dry tires on, they might not be second guessing themselves if they thought it was going to stay dry. That's good stuff here. That battle for 7th and 8th. It's Demetrius. So now we have sun and rain. So it's really an awesome Silverstone day. It's just a typical day at Silverstone. You got your little bit of sun, you got your little bit of rain, you got your worn tires, you got your nice battle for 7th right here. This is stuff. Oh, and Graf from 6th place is pulling into the pits. So Cahill decided to pull it in and take the chance. He's putting on rubber. That lets a lot of pressure off. It's Gutierrez. These top guys got to be thinking about it. Andres, there's the gap. So Gutierrez also catching up. He's within 3. And Andres has it under a second now. So we are going to stick with this and see what the heck. There is the gap to the leader. Ed Sumners gets out of the way, getting lapped. Blue flag. Good racing there by Summers. Giving way to the leaders as this battle is heating up now. As Gutierrez now is going to be getting his way through the back marker, which he does nicely. Great job, Summers, letting him through. So from Gutierrez's cockpit, you can see the top 3 right here. They're getting pretty tight as the gap is under 3 seconds for all of them. And just under a second from second to first. Panning out. And now remember, none of these guys are on new tires. So the top 3 or 4 all have used tires. And they got to be getting towards the end there. You can see Summers back there struggling. As Westy directs that gap a little bit, adding a few tenths. Andres had a little bit of a slip back there as the rain continued to fall. So Westy improves his gap to back over a second, which had it down under a second there for a lap or 2. And Gutierrez hanging out in the background like a shark in the water. Guys battle out the battle for 6th here with Taylor and Pappas. Then we have a really good battle here with Cartwright and Vandergeest. Cartwright, both of these guys are on fresh tires now. You can see the stops. Sometimes it updates, sometimes it doesn't. It shows Vandergeest with 0 stops when we know he stops, so I just don't trust it. Hide the field. I don't want to show all this stuff because it creates a gap, creates a lag. All right, let's get back up here to the battle for 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. What else we got? These guys are pretty tight at the back end here. Koch, Summers. So it's Ben definitely had some troubles as he's a lap down now to most of the field. Jumping up here to 10th place, Cartwright and Vandergeest. Oh, it's Cartwright finds himself swimming around a little bit in the rain. As he gets it up in the grass a little. That battle, then back to the pointy end. Siebel's got it back down under a second now. Dress, putting the pressure. Westy getting a little slippery there. I'm thinking these guys are going to have to bite the bullet and get some rubber here. This is it. The lead is in jeopardy now as they're all tightening up. Andre smells blood in the water as they've got to be down to bare nothing with these tires left. What is going to happen here? Abbey Farm and Village getting ready to go to the loop. Let's see if we can tighten it up in the loop. Seems to have an advantage in the twisties as the rain continues to fall again. Oh, Steve-O loses it a little bit himself there. Giving it up for Gutierrez. Might be trying to take advantage of that last little slip as he is putting the screws up alongside. He's coming alongside. He's looking to the inside, and he thinks better of it. Oh, we got a yellow in sector 2. Someone's off somewhere. Quick yellow. Oh, and it's Westy spins and loses the lead. Westy, there it goes. I'm telling you, the tires took. There he is. He's still getting back on track. Westy with a just misfortune. Finds himself now back in 5th place as we have a new leader. Andreas Siebel is in the lead of this race now with Johnny Gutierrez right on his tail as the rain becomes down harder and harder and harder. As Johnny's got his sights on it now as the podium. Wow, what a tough break for Westy, which moves Neil Wood up in front of him. So Woody, as Westy and Woody are tied in the points, this puts Wood ahead of Westy, and Westy, you can see him right back there. Here is Westy. So, wow. He's some 14 seconds back, thinking about tires now. I bet you one of these guys got to come in as we got a battle for the lead here. Gutierrez now, definitely smelling blood in the water. They're coming out of Stowe, getting ready. Vale coming around Club. Still staying out. These guys their tires have just got to be crying. That's Westy he's into the pits now. So Westy's going to get himself some fresh rubber. So see him going in. All right. Try and make something out of this. Man, what a tough break. We just barely missed it, but it looked like he caught a little bit too much curb there. And found himself spinning, and then, of course, he had to regain and coming off track. It's just such a nightmare. We've all been through it. So as that battle for first is going on old tire, we've got Kale and Taylor battling here for fifth. Is Vandergeest in the pits again? Vandergeest coming in the pits again. He must have guessed wrong. I bet he tried dry tires and now he's got to come back for the wets. I don't know for sure, but I have to guess at this point. But meanwhile, the battle for fifth. It's Taylor's in fifth now. Gale putting the screws on him. As the rain continues. Going to the inside. He's looking on the inside. Taylor defending. Coming out of Brooklands. Taylor holding him off, but barely. There we go. Now we can see who's on what. I found it. So you can see there are Cartwright and Erickson are both on dry. I believe also was Vandergeest, who's now back on the wet. So we can see now what tires they're on. Let's go back to the pointy end. Gutierrez keeping it within a second as we're getting close to the 15-minute mark. Oh, we got some serious lag here. Probably due to me putting the tire things up there. But now you kind of got an idea of who's on what. I had that feeling that was the case. Some people were on dries and they are going to suffer from it. But these guys, let's check that out again. Gutierrez and Siebel, they're all the top 4 or 5 are on wets. Okay, so there we go. So I'm thinking that these guys' tires have got to be at the end of their life. They're just hanging on, as we saw with Westy, who lost it. Meanwhile, Nick Westy does find himself back in 13th after some repair and tires. At least it was a pretty lengthy pit stop, so I'm thinking he might have had some damage too from the spin. Who knows? Then the battle for 5th place is Graff and Taylor. Hold court. Then we're going to jump up to Woody in 4th place. Just a second and a half or so behind 3rd place, so the podium might be in the picture for Woody. Remember, none of these top guys have pitted. So, oh, we got a yellow in sector 3. Could it be? I don't have any live timing. Cartwright and Erickson. Erickson back in the pit too. So as we saw, he went to the dries. He's got to go back to the wets. Same thing with Cartwright. So, yep. So the trials and tribulations of racing. You see the sun, you think it might be out. You take a chance. You're going to be faster on the dries, but it's Silverstone and the rain comes out. So what are you going to do? You're going to pit again. Man, what a tough break. So, meanwhile, closest race now is for 5th place. It's Graff and Taylor duking it out in the rain. What happens here? Just looking to the inside. Taylor defending beautifully through there. So Jones is now in the pits, FYI. He pitted from 13th or 12th, I think. Westy back in the pits. So bad news for our Chideford champ, as Westy's back in the pits. Must have an issue. Meanwhile, let's get back to this battle. Tail looking for any place to get around him. Anyway, a slip mistake. This is tight. This is tight as it's going to get right here. Uh-oh, Westy's got a penalty. It looks like it was speeding in the pits for Westy. So add insult to injury. And our championship point tied for the lead is going to see it all go down in flames in the rain at Silverstone. He'll be down but not out. He is such a quick driver that with halfway through the series, there's plenty of time for him to make a comeback, as he is extremely fast in these cars. So as he's actually about to get lapped, I think, here, as he's in front of this battle for 5th. He's currently in 13th, I mean, so he will get some points if he can hold on to that spot. But man, what a difference. Just one bad move. That's racing for you. These guys duke it out. Meanwhile, up to the pointy end, it looks like the gap. Gutierrez had a little bit of a mishap because the gap is now 5 seconds. So I think the tires are starting to come into play for these leaders. Andres just doing a marvelous job of maintaining his tires. We're coming up on 10 minutes to go. I think he's going to try and go all the way. I don't know. But with Gutierrez, with that, whatever mistake he might have made, put him off. You can see there's the gap. Lost about 6 seconds on him now. As you can see, he's just tiptoeing through. So there you can see Sable up in front. It's the gap is not that far. In this rain, anything can happen. So he's already he cut that down to 4 seconds in one turn. So Andres probably had a little bit of a mishap too. Let's check on him up here. Let's get a look at his. And this is our leader. Can't even see Johnny. Barely see him in the mirror back there. So he's got the gap back up to 5. It's Gutierrez. These guys are just hanging on with rubber. You know they are. There's Woody in 4th place. If he can finish in 4th and match last week's performance, this might put him over the top into the lead. And move his teammates right with him in 5th, right behind him, as this battle for 5th place is tightening up. And then remember, Vandergeest, after he's pitted twice, has found himself in 8th place now. So sure, he's back on the wets as we hit the 10-minute mark. And he's got some 3 seconds on Cartwright. So yeah, not a bad decision there to get back in. He's in the top 10. So he's done a pretty good job up to here. It's Gutierrez gets around Jones. Goes another lap. Jones finding himself in 12th. I told you he's consistent. Starting the back and finishing that top 10. And his chances are looking good with just about 9 minutes remaining here. Meanwhile, this battle for 5th place is tight. Who's on what here? Everybody but Cartwright and Erickson. Everybody's on the wets now, except for Graf. It's showing Graf on the dries. I don't know, man. If he's on the dries, he might not be able to hold that 6th position as they all go down a spot. So Taylor gets to 5th. As it looks like Graf is showing him on dries. I don't know if that's... If so, he's the only one on dry. As Taylor has an off, he's finding himself in the parking lot. Maintained with no harm, no foul, though. Didn't really gain anything, didn't lose anything there. All right. Back to the gap. And what has happened to Gutierrez? Donnie. I missed it. Dang it. Gutierrez back into 4th, so he must have been the tires must have got him. Like I said, those tires are going to get these guys. I'm assuming that's what it was, as Mateo finds himself now in 2nd. Woody in 3rd. What a good break for Wood. Going to put himself in the front of this championship if he can maintain this with just over 7 minutes left. Wow, Gutierrez kind of back where he started. 4th place. There's another yellow in Sector 1. It's really hard for me to keep up with the action without a track map going on here. I'm trying to stay with live timing, but it keeps going out as Gutierrez spins again. So obviously Johnny is in bad shape with his tires. Is he going to try and stick it out for the last 7 minutes? Is he going to go down another spot? It looks like he's got Taylor some gap behind him. So what is the gap? Does it show? Yeah, he's still got 8 seconds to play with there. It's Woody and Mateo and second. What's the gap here? It's a 3-second gap for Andres. But I'm telling you, anything can happen. These guys are on their tires. Have just got to be crying as we take a look at the leader here. He seems to be doing pretty good, though. Let's get an idea. Heads down hanger straight. See what happens going into Stowe, how he can take these, turn on these tires. If he's got a 10-second gap on second now. Yeah, he's a little bit of a break. Oh, I thought he was coming in there for a minute there. I thought he was going to go ahead and pit, but nope. I think he's going to try and break it out. He's going to make it last. And I believe Gutierrez is probably in the same spot. He's going, man, why pit now and lose all these spots if he could just maintain? Let's take a look at Johnny's as he gets it into Stowe. See how he does. Gotta be just tiptoeing on ice. Look at that. Just feather, feather, feather. Keep it from spinning, Johnny. Good job. Good job. So, wow. And the battle for 5th continues. So these guys are duking it out. Taylor and Pappas have been fighting all race. And then we have another great race behind him in Vanderkees. He's done a great job to keep himself up in the top 10. Is in 8th, and he's looking at 7th. He's got some little bit of a gap between 7th, Koch, and Cartwright and Graff. So Kale up there in 7th. And I guess they got about a 9-second gap there to 6th. So he's all on his own. But 8th place has a good fight going on here. And then back up to this battle for 6th as Taylor's just holding on. So this seems to be the fight that we have now, are 8th and 9th and 5th and 6th. It's Divos, Andres is just, he's got a 9-second gap to Mateo now. But we do have a yellow in Sector 1. Who is it? Here comes second. Jones going a lap down. Here comes Woody, so that's your gap between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And then the Cartwright Vanderkees battle. Now these guys have pitted, so these guys got a little bit fresher rubber, so they can actually do some battle. As we're going to hit the 5-minute mark here. We've got yellow in Sector 2. Where is it? Who is it? I don't want to miss another lead change. It's Andres. Got to get around Jason. He's in 11th. So this is lap traffic. There's Woody in 3rd. All right. Meanwhile, the 5th place battle. Always looking to the inside. Pappas is going to look. Taylor shuts the door on him. The tight going into club. Up in front there is that West in front as they're heading through club down to Hamilton straight. Give it the opportunity for a pass here. Taylor holding that gap. Meanwhile, Cartwright's putting the screws to Vandergeest. Defending got a little bit of contact as they're bumping and grinding. Oh, Vandergeest just holds on. No harm, no foul. A little rubbing elbows there. Down the Hamilton straight. See if he can gain any momentum. Vandergeest has a tight battle as they went through club there. Coming through farm. Up into village. Vandergeest stretches his legs a little bit. Cartwright tightens it up as they're heading into the loop. Cartwright staying with him through the loop there. You can see the spray. The rain has not subsided. Meanwhile, the battle for fifth continues with Pappas and Taylor. This is a great fight. Here's some Pappas' point of view as they're heading through Beckett's. Oh, Taylor gets a little bit of grass there. These guys are just hanging on. See the gaps from first, second, and third are huge now. But this is going to be it right here. We're down to the last minute in this battle for fifth. Somebody's going to make a move. Pappas looks to the inside. Taylor closes the door nicely. As they are going to set up coming up for their last time around. This is going to be it. Got Gutierrez in front of them, I believe. But there's your leader. 9 seconds out front. This is Westy, the lap car, in 12th. Got second. So, our second place car is in a back marker sandwich right now. But meanwhile, the Taylor and Pappas battle continues for the last lap as time is running out. Trying to get an idea where Sable is here. This is going to be the last lap. So we have a tight fight here. Also the battle with Cartwright and Vandergeest trying to hold on to 8th as Cartwright's going to put the screws to him. It's all or nothing now. Last lap action. Cartwright's looking to the inside. Vandergeest shuts the door. Which battle do we follow? 5th or 6th or 9th and 8th? Vandergeest holding on. Pappas back to the 5th place battle. We are going to check out the leader here. Getting ready to cross the line. Dale, okay. Is he at? A huge gap out front. I believe this is going to be it. So Andre Sewell is going to take round 3 at Silverstone after the leaders changed place 2 or 3 times. And here comes your second place, Matteo. Dantelia gets second, and Neil Wood gets a 3rd place finish. It's going to put him in front of the championship, I believe. We'll have to see what the scores come from. Gutierrez battling out, but meanwhile, he's just ahead of Taylor and Pappas, who got around Taylor for the last lap, taking that spot. We missed it following the leaders. Sorry about that, but it looks like Taylor, after that brilliant 5th place defense, the whole race pretty much, has given it up on the last lap to Pappas, who's going to be very happy with the 5th place finish there. Very well done. So there's your 5th and 6th, and then we do have a battle here. Cartwright and Vandergeest holding on for 9th and 8th. As Cartwright takes a little curve, it's going to an easy spot for Vandergeest with that 2 pit stop, top 10 finish. Great job by John. Wow. Really nicely done. And then Ericsson, he also pitted twice, getting a top 10 finish. Great job by Ericsson. Kudos to him. And then finishing up, we got Jason Wooded and then Westy. He's parked it already at Jones, 13th. Koch coming across him, 14th. Stefan Wyndham in 15th, getting ready to cross the line. And Summers, who's already put it in the pits. So there you have it, everybody. Wow. There's your winner. Sable taking his victory lap as Sable takes round 3 at Silverstone. What a race. Wow. Very nice job. Let's take a look at what's coming up as Andres pulls it in, and it's going to be in 2 weeks at the Hungaroring. Something to see. Kind of see what's going to go on with the points here. As let's see, I wanted to take a look here at that top. Wow. Let's go back a minute and see if we take a look at the beginning here. This was lap 1. This was the start. You kind of see what happens here at the start, where these guys got lost in the bunch. Where am I at? I think I can even go back and get these guys. Gonna see what happens there. And that I just wanted to get a kind of a look at the front there. It looks like the server is restarting here, so we are stuck in this view. Sorry about that. And on that note, I think it's probably a good time for us to check out. I want to say thanks for watching. If you guys made it through the whole thing, congratulations. That was something else, as we are now moving into round 4, which will be, as I said, at the Hungaroring. Don't forget to tune into that action. Take it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Support your local sim racers. Sim Racing Online is always free to join, and we do run by donations, so feel free to help us out a little bit. And I hope to see you on the next one. That's it.